What are we doing?
We're recording.
Well, hold on, bro.
We got the levels. Time is of the essence.
I know, but we haven't talked about what we're recording yet.
All right, let's talk about it while we're recording.
Oh, man.
What are we discussing today?
Oh, Lord Jesus. We're supposed to do the Silk Sonic song, but that's all good. We're recording already.
Okay.
I don't have my lyrics for it.
All right. Tune into the podcast. That's what it is.
Man. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Like the show. Come on. Gotta add some Kirk Franklin in there. You know? All my people say. Man, this is so unprofessional. I'm looking at my phone.
This is what it is to do a podcast by yourself. Oh, Mike, you got to move over a little bit.
Oh.
Like for real. All the way.
Nobody's seeing Mikey.
Yeah, I'm blocking Mikey. Even if I move over some,
There we go.
I can move over a little bit, but then the mic. So listen,
Mike.
what are you talking about? Unprofessional. They
Mike.
see that I don't even have a cover for the microphone.
You didn't have to say that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, they're gonna.
That's
see
like
it.
the time when I went to the barber shop and I had them cover all the grays on my beard, and they painted the beard on, and then I went around telling everybody, yo.
Oh, you told everybody that you had to beige your hair?
Yeah, and people were like, I didn't even notice till you said that.
Well, they didn't know. Everybody
what you just
notices.
did.
Everybody notices.
My beard was looking tight though that day, man. I should have kept my mouth shut. Nah, I just leave the grays. Like yesterday at the jam session,
Yeah.
I felt like an old man. I got all these grays out.
We should talk about the jam session. Oh no.
No, we can't do that.
Nah. We can talk about jam sessions
In
per
general?
se, not that particular one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to take the lead on that.
I'm the old guy in the room, so it's been a while since I've been at.
Will, how old are you, man?
No, I don't like doing the age thing.
Oh,
No,
man.
I don't like doing that. don't let the government, can't let the government, can't let everybody know everything. Can't let them know everything. I'm the young old guy.
I'm 74. All right, jam sessions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I know people. I haven't been to a lot of jam sessions. I don't know if I could call them jam sessions though. It was just like after church, mostly, and everybody kept jamming for hours.
Yeah.
Whether it was like when I was in Florida or in New York, like you just kept playing. Everybody left, you kept playing, and like
Those were good.
the
Those
pastor's son
Yeah.
always had the key to the church, or the nephew.
Mhm.
So the pastor didn't care as long as his nephew or his son
Yeah.
was there.
As long as you could lock up, it was
Yeah,
responsible.
that was it.
Yeah.
But you learn a lot in jam sessions. I'm not gonna lie. You learn a lot.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Ooh.
I didn't learn a lot in jam sessions. I learned two things. You would either be credited, or they give you the thumbs up if you could play, or if you were super popular. So you'd have to play substantially well in order for you to get any recognition in a jam session.
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing is, jam sessions are supposed to be just what they are, jam sessions. Or what you would consider a shed.
A shed, yeah.
So if you're shedding, this is actually the time to make the mistakes. But you're not allowed to make those mistakes, which is what I feel the problem is within a shed session. So the thing is, even if you are of a notable name, if you make a mistake in the shed session, now you don't get the avenue to learn. All you get to do is be the representative of who you are, which
it's about.
It takes away from the musicality. If we're really talking about the music, let's work on the music. Let's work on it.
Yeah, that's true. So what was shed sessions like when you were going to them back in the 70s and stuff?
Back in the late 90s to early 2000s, they were. It was like the equivalent of jail in Gen Pop, dealing with. I don't have good. I don't have good words for jam sessions.
Wow.
because I know a lot of people want to go to them and people enjoy them. The ones that do, and plus today, it's a lot more lighthearted. But that wasn't the case when I was growing up. It was always, oh, we need that fan. It's not picking up in the mic. It's not.
It's
we
not?
need that. Nah,
Okay. I thought I heard something.
All right. Plus, I can do some noise suppression and
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's nominal. That's not even picking up on the mic too much. Every time you drop it, it works perfectly for me. Every time you put it back,
Every time I drop it, it stops working.
I don't even know which one is mine. Ah, there.
We need technical assistance.
Yeah.
I got you.
This is why you gotta subscribe and like the channel.
So we get more equipment.
Yeah, and hire somebody to do this. Or
Uh,
we could be like the church and have somebody come do it for the glory of.
all right. I've got both ears. I can work with
Yeah.
this. So, like I said, it was a battle royale. And it was always about who was the best player, not about everybody learning, not about everybody doing everything. And honestly, before you even played, it was already a carnivore situation. It was who's the top of the heap, who's that dude, who's the man. And it wasn't just jam sessions, it wasn't just shed-in sessions, it was also open mics. It was all that was the case. I don't know if it's still the case, even though I still visit. But now that I do go to open mics the way I go now,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for competition. I really want to hear good. Well, I never was looking for competition. I just wanted to hear good music and what it took to make good music. A lot of people want to ignore that was what was happening back in the day, or even if it might still be happening now. But it happened. You can't say it didn't, because they would even go using open mics as a example. People were booing. People were booing.
True. That's true.
You could say
That's
I was just
true.
coming up, I'm just learning this. Like, well, learn somewhere else. Well,
Yeah.
where do you learn if everywhere you try to go,
That's
they're
true.
trying to say you suck?
That's
So I don't
true.
know where to go from there. Even in church, it's like, get him off of the organ, get someone else an organ.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's true.
Not to say it's not. It does build merit. It does build
Yeah.
character. You do get better eventually, but it's like, okay, well, what are the psychological scars? Because now we're here, and not everybody made it. And
Yeah, that's
people are
true.
like, well, I thought I did this because I loved it, but now I'm afraid to even do this in front of people because if I do this and I mess up, then I'm horrible. So
No, see, but I think I don't know.
that's
how
my
to
argument
say
on
this.
jam sessions.
I don't know how to say this, but like growing up in church when they used to tell you to get off the keys or the organ or whatever, it's just like
Yeah.
you had to have a strong mind to
Understandable.
get back on it.
Yeah.
Because the pastor would stop preaching, and he would walk over. I remember. I'm not gonna say the pastor's name.
And I feel like it's worse with lady preachers too.
yeah.
When ladies preachers do it, it's like they
Yeah.
just gotta have that extra. Never mind. I'm shut up. Continue.
But, yo,
Back to you guys.
I'm not gonna say the pastor's name,
Yeah.
but like one time his son was on the keys, and we're just sitting there, and he's playing or whatever. The pastor's talking. He's not preaching.
Yeah.
He's just talking to the congregation, like old school pastors used to do. Now they just do praise and worship.
Mm-hmm.
They do offering, and
Yeah.
old school pastors had a whole speech to give you.
Yeah.
Before offering, and then before they introduced whoever was going to preach, he did the whole new after
Mhm.
praise session. He did his own praise session. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? And then
completely
gave a
ran the
speech.
service some more.
Yeah.
And then did like the regular offering, then they had the special offering, and then he gave another speech, and then he went into the message. But like dude was playing while his father was talking.
Yeah.
On a Sunday morning, the church was packed. His father got off the pulpit and walked over and cussed him out. The whole band got cussed out, and I was sitting there. I was a kid. And I was
Yeah.
sitting there like, "Yo, the pastor cussed? Pastor be talking like this?"
We'll say cuss, but yes.
Yeah. I
yeah.
was like, and he yelled at him too, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, that's embarrassing." I don't know if I could, but it happens. It happened to me in a less embarrassing way
Yeah.
with him one time because I was playing, doing the same thing. Old school pastors. I'm not gonna say nationality, but if they were talking and you were playing, that
Mhm.
was a problem. I just say
Yeah.
Caribbean pastors.
Caribbean churches, they didn't
Yeah.
want you to play. But
No. Like if
the opposite for American churches, but
the
yeah.
opposite for American church. It was an uphill battle to get pastors to let you play behind.
Just talk music.
Talk music was not
Yeah.
accepted. So like these guys now who play talk music behind the pastor, they don't know the struggle. They don't know how many people got embarrassed, yelled at, cussed, and all that other stuff. But you had to have a strong mind to keep going, because they would embarrass you. Praise and worship leaders. Well, they weren't called praise and worship leaders back in the day, but whoever was up
the
there
singer,
leading,
the singers,
Yeah.
Oh man, bro. I remember this Kirk Franklin song. I got embarrassed by it on a Friday night. Church was like semi-full, and like this girl, it was two girls. They sung really well. Best singers in the church. And they were singing something about
the name Jesus.
Something about the name of Jesus. I did not know the chords.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to follow and learn the song behind them. And it's a simple song. Afterwards, I listened to it. I was like, oh.
But when you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
And they like, shh. And I was like, I hid behind the speaker. Nah, but back to shed sessions, right?
Yeah.
You had to be strong. Like, I could understand why people get like traumatized by it and didn't want to do it, because one, like you said, it was like the popular dude. Even when he messed up, people were like, yo,
you could do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you could do the same thing and be like, yeah, all right.
Even now, I have the capacity to play whatever I want to play, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah.
If someone that is of more notoriety plays what I play, they get more. They like, you could do the exact same thing. They can come right behind you, do the same thing, and it's woo, wow, they throwing dollars and everything. I can't get mad at that, but it's like, okay, I noticed.
You know what I noticed though? I think I know why. Because, all right, we're all here Christians, so we're gonna make a lot of church references. TDJ said something very important. He said, one time this younger pastor said something, and then he said the same thing later, and he had more of an effect than the younger pastor. The younger pastor's like, what's going on with that? How come, like, I said the same thing?
Yeah.
And he was like, basically because I have built up, for all the work I've done over the years, I have built up, I forgot exactly how he said it, but like, he has a certain authority because of his track record, that people will listen to him as an elder and somebody who's proven. I think he said something about him being proven and what he's done for the amount of years he's done it.
Yeah.
He gets more, his word carries more weight than a guy who just started, even if you said the same thing.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. And I was like, that makes sense though. Because then I saw Chicoria was playing somewhere in LA and Stevie Wonder was in the crowd. And Chick called Stevie to come on. And Stevie got on. And I was like, yo, Stevie about to kill it. Stevie got on there and they were doing like his back and forth. Like,
training force.
Yeah. Chick would play something. Stevie would play the same thing and add his own to it. They did that whole thing together. And then Chicoria went somewhere. Stevie could not go.
Yeah.
Stevie could not go. And Stevie did one of those. He started going, and he just slid down and went back to the chords. And everybody was like, oh! I was like, y'all, come on. Y'all didn't do that for Chick? Chick really just destroyed this right here.
Yeah. But Chick is known by everyone that recognizes Chick.
That's true.
But everyone that recognizes Stevie will put Stevie higher than Chick, even though we know that Chick career. Yeah.
That, no words needed for that.
Yeah.
But what's your experience with Sheds? This the young cat here. He's like 40 years younger than the two of us. Gen X, Z.
Z, I think.
You're Z?
I'm 24, so.
What year?
99.
99? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting in a lot of trouble in '99.
I think I was kind of thrown in jam sessions early on
Good.
through like church.
Okay.
So like a lot of churches had like jam sessions. A bunch of musicians come from different places.
It's true. I forgot about those.
Yeah, and different camp meetings as well.
Yeah.
Even Berkeley cats were coming down to New York to play. So this was like, I had to be like, just started playing like 11, 12 years old.
You were playing the jam sessions at 11, 12 years old?
Because
That's good.
I had people around me that wanted to see me get better, but they wanted to throw me in the fire like really early.
That's
good.
really the way to
Yeah.
learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, as much as I complain about it, it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was definitely not ready. Well, I felt like I wasn't ready because I was like a little shy kid.
Yeah. Yo,
You know.
all this talking you doing right here, this just happened like a few years ago. This dude would not talk at all. Like, Mikey, play this. He would just nod and just sit there. And he'd sit there and play these amazing things in church or wherever you're playing with him. And his face is just like, it's just like he's watching TV. Like, no expression at all. And everybody's like, yo, do you know what you're playing right now? He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just killing.
Nah, yeah. I mean, my mom thought I had like a disability or something.
Your mom? Yeah.
Because you're so quiet.
Nah, yeah. She thought I had a disability.
Oh, man.
Can I tell you something though? Cloud was exactly the same way at one point.
Yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie.
Like would
Yeah.
not speak at
I
all.
would not speak. Yeah. No, you know why I would not speak?
But
One, I'm very introverted.
yeah, me too.
It's now I'm just kind of like, since I had my kids.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say it this way.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, I was the fun kid. I was the kid who was always doing something. Everybody's like, yo, this kid is interesting. Like, I was always like in people's faces, doing that kind of thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That stopped when I moved from Haiti to the US and I did not speak the language. And I went to school and I was with all these Russian kids, Polish kids, and Asian kids, and I couldn't speak a word to them.
Yeah.
That's when I actually became an introvert because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I
can't say anything.
I
You're
can't
not
say
gonna understand.
anything.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like, so, and my mom was, my mom was always at work. My dad was still in Haiti with most of my siblings. So I had nobody to just kind of like,
to bounce off
of. My younger brother, he was younger than me. So it's like, I'm kind of like in front of him. So it's like, he can't help me. So
community
like
matters.
Community
matters. I'll say that because I think by nature most musicians are introverts, and only because of exposure can you either overcome that. Not to say it's something to even overcome, but I had a loud sister. I have a loud sister. Love her, but she, her personality was much bigger than mine, so it allowed me to get space to. Even when I thought I was being quiet, I was actually being loud. But compared to her, it wasn't. Yeah. So I had that. I also had.
So that kind of gave you the friction to fight, because you probably gotten a lot of back and forth with her.
Oh yeah.
That forced you to like.
I got back and forth with her, back and forth with my other musician, like guys that are well-known musician friends now.
Yeah.
That are we were kids. We grew up together, so it was like, okay, we are gonna argue. We're always around each other, so it's a part. But you grow up. You actually get to a place where you can speak and just say, I'm going to say my piece. Yeah. You can get mad at me, but I'm going to say my piece. And, if you don't do that, what happens is I'll be quiet and I'm just not going to do.
Yeah. Like even now when I go to like on a rehearsal for a wedding gig or whatever gig, I just sit there. I play the music.
I'm quiet too, yeah.
Everybody's joking around. I laugh if I find something funny. I don't really jump. I'm just focused on let's get this music right, because I've been to a lot of places where people they joke so much that you get nothing done. It's just like, I know my part. The bass player, he's still fiddling around trying to figure this out. The drummers usually got their stuff from my experience. It's just like,
it's easy.
It's straightforward.
No. Let me give drummers their full credit. It's not that it's straightforward. Drummers know that they gotta come in knowing what they gotta know. I give right now the ones that get the medal are the drummers, because drummers know that the groove has to be the groove.
That's
They
true.
gotta line the time. They gotta make sure that they're not rushing. They gotta stay consistent. They have to know the lyrics to the songs. They honestly have taken it more serious than others.
Even singers, the
Even
drummers
of course. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Drums first. It should be keys. Most keys do, but not all. Guitarists are around the same realm of keys as well. Only bass players that play keys, in my opinion, make sure that they studied or make sure they know what they're supposed to know. Bass players, because I'm not knocking bass players, but because they know they only have to know the bass, they don't want to know anything else. So the ones that do make sure that they know it, they always get more credit. And if you can put all four of those together, or five with the singers, then you have a great band. Or if you have horns. The problem is, don't nobody want to admit to when they don't know. So don't come to rehearsal not knowing. You should come to rehearsal knowing it. Come knowing it. You got all the time in the world. Or if you didn't have time, I'd rather you admit and say, you know what, I don't know it. I don't know it. But you should know it. Drummers get full credit from me. Guitarists get full credit from me. Bass players and keys, including myself, we gotta step it up.
Yeah.
But going back to your point, I know I went on a tangent.
No, that's cool. But on the introvert thing, what's gotten me out of it, I'm getting out of it more and more, is my kids. Because I'm watching my daughter.
You don't want them to be like that.
It's not even that. I'm watching my daughter and my son. And I'm like, yo, this is who I used to be when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, because they're naturally,
It reminds me, I was exactly, like my
they're
daughter.
They're naturally extroverted,
Like, she sees people, she's like, hi. You're on the street, she's like, hi. And my son, he's a little bit more, if he doesn't know you, he's like, I don't even want to. But once he spend like 5 minutes with you, forget about it. But like, I realized, like my daughter, I used to be just like that. Like when I was a kid, there was like, they got stories on things I used to do. I'm like, I don't remember none of it. You know, but like when you grow up, like, I don't know at which point exactly I became an introvert. I think it's between 5th grade and junior high, because I just didn't know anybody. And I didn't know how to speak properly. And then back in those days, I'm gonna age myself. They used to call us Haitian booty scratchers. And so, like, you get made fun of if you had an accent. I just shut my mouth. But that's how I got out. That's how I'm getting out of it. Because I'm looking at my kids. I'm like, yo, this is me. This is me. They got it from me. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here, forgot who I was.
Now you're getting back to it.
And now I'm getting back to it. Now back to Mikey, though. Your mom thought you had a disability because you weren't talking.
I mean, I figured it was like me being more concentrated on music than me being like an expressive person. So I kind of like around that 13, 14 range, that's when I started like becoming like a real introvert. Like into high school, that's when I was really like introvert for real.
Really?
Yeah. Middle school, I was pretty, I was talkative in middle school. Because I used to get in trouble in the orchestra. That's how I know.
You know what? Rose, his aunt, Rose.
Oh, yeah,
did say that to me. She said that Mikey used to run around here with all the kids, making all the same noises or whatever. And then one day, he just stopped talking. And it was just like, he stopped talking. Like, why is he not talking? She did say that.
Yeah, I don't even know how it happened. Because middle school, I used to get in trouble in orchestra a lot.
For doing what? You're an orchestra.
Talking. Yeah. Talking a lot, jokes, doing what I was not supposed to do. And then into high school, that's when I don't really know how it happened, but I just, I was more reserved.
Could it be you saw girls that you're feeling some girl and like scared to talk to them, or like scared to look like the fool in front of some girls?
Nah, because when I started high school, I wasn't really thinking about girls.
Okay.
But like in middle school that year before, I was like all about girls and stuff. I was a bad kid in middle school.
It
But
was just the dealing with now. You're in high school,
exactly,
new
yeah.
environment, new
Yeah.
place, dealing with new people. You know, it can be
Yeah.
overwhelming. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, now that you say high school, I think high school made being an introvert worse for me
Yeah.
because I went to school at Erasmus
Oh.
when Erasmus was the worst school, in my opinion, in the whole nation. Because my first week at Erasmus,
Mm-hmm.
they threw this. I don't know how old this lady was. This white lady.
Yeah.
They threw her outside, and
Yeah, I know
Erasmus is
how
built like a
Yeah.
castle.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the second floor is pretty high.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
threw her out the second floor window because these two dudes was talking, and she said, "Stop talking in my class." That's all she said.
Yeah.
Stop talking in my
Oh
class.
my god.
One of them opened the window, and then they walked towards her, grabbed her, threw her out the window. She survived,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
but
yeah.
like
That's
my mom was so mad at me for going to Erasmus,
Yeah.
and that scared me even more. Because it was
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I'm at Erasmus. I could get stabbed. Back in those days,
Yeah.
there were
Yeah.
girls that used to walk around, and dudes too. Mostly
Mm.
dudes, but girls. I knew this girl that was in my class. You guys, you don't know the Steve
gotta-
Harvey. You don't know the Steve Harvey show. But you
Mm.
remember the Butch girl from Steve Harvey?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
What was her name?
Rough and tough, because she's actually a rapper. Rough and tough with my Afro puff.
Yeah.
I know you.
There was a
about.
girl like that in my school. Her name was Keisha.
Yeah.
Girl was like 6 something, built.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like this girl was
Yeah.
brownie. I don't know what she was doing,
Yeah.
but like this one girl, they were in the hallway, between classes or
Yeah.
whatever. This girl got in some kind of fight with her,
Yeah.
back and forth talking. She did this. He said, she
Buck
came to
50.
school, had a razor blade
In
under
her mouth.
under her tongue.
Yeah.
Probably had 3 or 4.
And when the girl got on her nerves, she just spat it out into her fingers just like this. Slide to her face. This is the school I went to, bro.
Yeah.
And I was already an introvert
Yeah.
in elementary and in what do you call
Middle?
it? Middle school.
Yeah.
When I got to Erasmus, I was like, nah, I'm not coming out of here.
Lady of Rage. That's what you're thinking about.
Lady of Rage, yeah. Like that really
Yeah.
made it worse for me. So people
Yeah.
thought I was quiet for years. People were like, yo, why they call you Cloud? Is it because you're quiet? Like, it's not because I'm quiet. It's just, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
always calm.
Yeah.
But like inside, I was very like,
Mm.
I think you just have to have your guard up. I'm actually, the older I get, is the more, and even though I appreciated it back then, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely thankful for the high school I was able to go to, because it was more so. I think I want to say there's more freedom. Maybe now, more schools are like that. Not all, and I do think the education system is definitely lacking right now. But I am thankful for going to LaGuardia High School, because going there, I was able to. There was more of a freedom to be yourself. Whether it's in the arts, whether you were an artist in one way and you wanted to be it in another way, you were free to do so as well. You only just had to make sure your grades were decent. That's the only thing else. Yeah, we had the same stipulations as Bronx High School of Science or Brooklyn Tech or Stuyvesant. But at least we still had our creative side to go on as well.
Yeah.
So we were free to talk, free to say whatever we want, free to speak how we wanted to speak. We were not throwing teachers out the windows though. I think for whatever reason we were not as violent.
Yeah.
My school was like one of those old Spike Lee.
Yeah, it was like lean on me, lean on me. Yeah.
Yeah, lean on me, bro.
And we had a high school across the street from us, where it's like we would see that as well. I was like, oh, okay. And being a black, we were the minority in LaGuardia, by the way. Let me say that we still are. We actually are shrinking, but being the minority in this school, watching the behavior of the school across the street being predominantly black and Spanish, I could somewhat, and I know this is problematic, could understand the fears and concerns of people that were not Black and Spanish to see how we were acting. Yeah, especially when you have stories of we threw the teacher out the window, or people carrying a razor blades in their mouth, ready to fight.
It was bad.
Give you $1.50.
It was bad. Speaking of, your generation know nothing about this. I'm not trying to put you guys down.
No.
Thank God you don't know nothing about this.
Yeah.
Freshman Friday, bullying, like real, not cyber
real,
bullying,
like real bullying.
We're jumping in because we don't like him.
If you were a freshman in high school, the first Friday, was it the first Friday?
First Friday of the year, yeah.
First Friday of the year,
Freshman Friday.
Don't go to school. Don't go to school. It was junior high and high school. Don't go to school. My younger brother went to Whitman. Walt Whitman middle school. Was it called middle school? Walt Whitman? Junior high?
Junior
high.
We never respected the names of junior highs. We only called them by the numbers.
Yeah. So freshman Friday, he didn't know about it. So he walked out to school and he's walking home on Bedford. By the way, if you don't live in Brooklyn, we're talking about Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
On Bedford, he's walking, and my mom, my brother was he's a very obedient kid. For some reason, my mom said I wasn't. Like, I was the chaotic kid who didn't listen to whatever she said. I was like, I don't remember that, Mom. But she's like, that's the story she's saying.
Yeah.
I thought I was very obedient, but apparently I wasn't. But he was very obedient, so she told him, do not cross the street. Because this is the first time he's going to school without a school bus. He said, don't cross the street unless the light is yours. No matter what, don't cross the street. So he gets to Bedford and Snyder. Right at that corner, he's about to cross the street. And he sees a bunch of seniors coming behind him, screaming at him. And it wasn't like, when they jumped you, it wasn't one person or two people. It was like a group of people coming at him.
An aggressive group of people.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there like, oh, they're coming for me. And
he's waiting on the light. Wait, he should, yeah.
He was like, he's waiting on the light. He's like, and they're getting closer and closer and closer. Right when they're about to get to him, the light changed. My man ran home. I was like, bro. And he came home shaking.
Yeah.
He told me this. I'm like, bro, was there a car coming? He was like, no, there was no cars coming. I was like, yo, what the hell are you doing? He just stood there. There were no cars coming.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be obedient because, back when your Caribbean mom tell you to do something,
you don't want to.
If you don't do it and something goes wrong, or you're not doing it, your life is over. Yeah. So in his head, he's playing I was going to say tape. You guys don't know what a tape is.
Playing back the recording.
He's playing the recording of my mom, because when my mom said that, she was very threatening. It was like, I'm telling you not to do this, because this is your life. If you do it, Haitians talk with if you do it, this is what's going to happen.
You will regret this.
So my man is standing there, and no cars are coming, and he's just like, and these guys are coming, and he stood there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, freshman Friday, I survived that. And Erasmus, because all the freshmen, because after you went through it in junior high school, because this one kid bullied me in junior high school, followed me all the way to 2 blocks from my house, hitting my head, punching me, and I'm trying to run from him, but he's faster.
Back.
Bro, he was bigger than me.
I was smaller and shorter than everybody else for a long time. Anybody that was. Bro. Okay. Because I had to learn that early. I had to learn that early. But when I did learn it, I said, "Oh, so you won't pick on me if I punch you. You won't pick on me if I get you back."
If I would have hit him, it would have been a different story. But I was scared as hell because I was just scared.
Except for when I got robbed. We'll go into that.
I got robbed by Tilden High School one time.
I got robbed at Tilden High School. I went to my 11. No. I went to my 11, which is right across the street from Tilden.
Oh yeah.
I never forget this. It's Valentine's Day, I think, senior year. So I'm in 8th grade.
By the way, this still has a lot to do with how we became great musicians.
It
This is the struggle.
It is because I'm also the kid that walks around with the saxophone case and everything. So
Oh.
I look like easy prey. I am easy prey. I have I have the tenor saxophone
Yo,
on me. Okay.
pause for a second.
Okay.
Here's why I got
Yeah.
picked on in junior high and elementary. Remember Steve Urkel?
Yeah.
From Family
Yeah.
Matters? I went to the eye doctor,
He had the glasses.
and my mom bought me the exact same glasses, and it had the strength.
Mm-hmm.
And the teacher used
They
to
want you to lose them.
yeah, but my teacher used to complain to my mom. He never wears the glasses. He just hangs it around his neck, or he puts it in the backpack. I was like, this is why I don't do that. Because if I'm walking around looking like Urkel, and
Yeah,
I
they
was
gonna
a
make fun of
small,
you.
I was a small kid,
Yeah.
so I didn't really start like growing until I was like in my like late teens, like 17, 18. I really started like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
even then I was still very small, so it wasn't good. Sorry, man.
No problem. Let me just say this. I had my Brooklyn antennas early. If you don't know what Brooklyn antennas are, and you're from Brooklyn, you should make sure you got those Brooklyn antennas.
Yeah.
So I always had my sixth sense, my little spidey sense about
Uh-huh.
me. So I never got jumped. I knew, all right, get out of here before something could happen, or make sure that you strike first so nobody could do anything. My man pulled the smooth game. So the smooth game is this.
Run
And run your shoes,
Run your pocket.
run your pocket. No, but the thing is, you can avoid that if you already know as well.
Yeah.
But you know how they catch you back in the day. They don't catch you no more like that. They try, but they'll say, "Oh, nice shoes. What size are those?"
Yeah. Forget it, bro.
So I already knew the answer. My answer was, "They not your size."
Yeah.
Now I got my saxophone, but I also would say I also had a little switch that I got from Canada on me as well, just to make sure. But now today I'm gonna tell you, like I said, it was Valentine's Day, so I look like a sucker already. He asked about the shoes. I already know I'm not giving you these shoes. I already know I got the switch. I already know I'm good.
Yeah.
So he's talking me all well and good, and the friend comes around and knocks me upside my head.
His friend?
Yeah. Now, let me
Mhm.
also state this. I had some balloons and some flowers and chocolates for this guy.
He wasn't looking like a sucker. He was a simp.
They robbed me. They didn't take the saxophone. They didn't take nothing. They didn't take no money. They just took the flowers, the candy, and the balloons for whoever their girl was.
They saved your life. They're keeping you from being a simp.
But they stole it for them to give it to whoever girl they was trying to give it to as well.
Yeah, but they had the street cred. You know what I'm saying? They got the street cred, so they're not simp.
Never forget that. Never forget that. Look, it's not being a simp. You just do what you do. You do what you do. That was one of those days that I said I shouldn't have had this instrument because I look like
that was
yeah. Well, that
you
was
can't defend yourself with all that in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, bro.
We're gonna have a hard out in like 4 minutes. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
It's still a good episode. I mean, it's still
we had a great episode. Oh, by the way, this episode is sponsored by Musicians Local.
Musicians Local.
Yes, you can find the link in our description. Thank you very much, Musicians Local, for sponsoring us. Even though this is only our second episode, we already got a sponsor after our first episode, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much for donating the drum set and all the other things that you're helping us out with. But we still need you guys to subscribe and like our videos. And if you want to do a super chat, do we have that set up?
When you live stream, yeah, we can.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure that out. But like, we thank you guys for listening to us, yap about our musical
Any
experiences.
contribution helps.
Yeah. And anything you want to say, Mikey?
No.
We're working on that.
Thank you for tuning in to the Why Music Podcast. The music conversations you want. We're here for you. Give us a comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. We're not going to ignore you because we respect your opinion and we like your feedback. Until the next episode, subscribe, like,
comment,
comment, and share.
share. Yeah.
What else can you do on?
Put some contributions up if you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need a tech guy so we don't have to do everything while we're talking.
I like being a tech guy.
Nah, we need you to talk. This is our clips guy. Will, you the clips guy,
clips guy.
man. We need you on clips. All the amazing stuff you be playing. And you ask him half the time, like, I don't know, I'm just talking. I'm like, what are you saying?
I don't remember what I did earlier.
I don't know what I'm playing. I'm
Yeah.
just playing. It's just like, yo, dude,
Yeah.
you're killing. And he's trying to boost my self-esteem by saying, you can do this too. I'm
You
like,
can.
Negro. I'm gonna have to practice
Yeah.
a little bit longer before I get to that. But thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Might as well use some music.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Might as well clips this too.
I met y'all.
Us. No, you got it, man. You know what's in my head to play, but I haven't learned it yet? The Family Matters theme song. Or this talk about Urkel.
Yeah.
I think it was like
key.
dun, 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 dun. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But see y'all next time.
Well, we'll figure it out. Next time.
Yeah.
We out.